Super excited. So actually, we're on Netflix International now, so you can binge the whole first season internationally outside of the United States as of today. So that's really exciting. So you check the tweets, and they're in Arabic and French and Spanish and all these different languages, and you don't know what they said, but they're emojis that are like big smiles and hearts and things like that. So you go, okay, I get the idea, season 2. We're doing season 2 right now, and so we're excited. Just the adventure continues.
Awesome. Great. And how did the development process happen for Final Space?
Yeah, so Olin came up with he was doing a ton of YouTube stuff, and then he produced a 7-minute clip that sort of contained the DNA of the series, and then they brought me on board to kind of help flesh it out into an actual series. And since that moment, we've been working really well together and very intensely on this thing. And we crafted this like epic space opera. It's comedy, it's adventure, it's emotion, it's serialized. Season 2 will be less serialized, but still have some of those elements as well. So we're gonna just try to keep on surprising the audience.
Nice.
Did you really anticipate it catching fire? Kind of like in the vein of Rick and Morty when they first had that Warren episode, and then all of a sudden it sparked fire. But did you anticipate it being as big as it was for PBS?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because people are so invested in different shows and things like that, and when they heard, okay, space, comedy, animation, you guys are ripping off Rick and Morty, and Olin and I were like, if you watch 5 minutes of our show, you realize it's nothing like it, you know what I mean? And so, there was definitely a several month period where we just had to kind of sit on our hands and just be cool, because it's sort of like, they'll figure it out. Yeah. They will figure it out that this is a completely individual show. Yeah. And I'll tell you, one of the things is that what's very gratifying is they've been airing our show after Rick and Morty, and the drop-off rate, meaning to say that people who turn off the television after Rick and Morty, is very, very low, meaning to say that people like both shows. Yeah. They it's like two different things, You have, baked potato, French fries, whatever it is. You like them both? Yeah. No problem.
And do you have any initial idea of where you want the show to go, or is it more?
Yeah, I think
that. Big master plan.
We know how the series is going to end, and we have milestones for ends of the season and things like that. But we always stay open to new ideas, and when I'm running the writing room and things like that, my philosophy on any show that I'm on is best idea wins. So it's like try to be very democratic. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's sort of like, this is what we're thinking right now. Come up with a better idea. We're gonna do your idea. So that's what it is. So, but I think that the idea is that we want to kind of just keep on going deeper and deeper into these ideas. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How long does it take to develop the show, for the first season? How long did it take to develop that?
Yeah, that's interesting because in a lot of ways the development for season 2 has been more challenging than season 1, because we're introducing a bunch of new characters, and it's really been sort of like, okay, who are these people? Why are they funny? How are they with each other? And it's sort of like, okay, these are questions that we sort of knew, but they're like, oh, no. You're not starting until you've got encyclopedic answers to these questions. And I got to tell you something, and to anyone who's creating out there or whatever it is, sometimes you take a pen to the paper and you go, well, I'll just wait for inspiration to hit me. And it's definitely one way to do it. Not saying anything bad about that. But if you actually really, really put the work into knowing the characters, really knowing them, what was their childhood? What's their favorite song? What's their favorite meal? All the type of stuff that are sort of almost annoying bits of answer, what difference does it make? But if you really get to know your thing, and then when it's their time to speak during a scene, you know what they're going to say. You don't all right, you'll always play with a line, and there will be better lines and worse lines, but you know what they're going to say, and you get the dividends. It's frustrating in the front, but you get the dividends on the end.
Any tidbits tidbits you can give us for season 2, like interesting characters, anything you can give us about season 2?
Well, I can tell you that Conan O'Brien will be a season regular, a series regular. Yeah, he will be aboard the ship. He will be aboard the ship. I hope I'm allowed to say that. I hope I'm allowed to say that. Okay, don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. I think that might be actually. I actually might not be allowed to say that.
You got it.
Yeah.
So was the process a little bit longer for season 1 or season 2 to actually create the story for it?
I would say season 2, because season 2 is going to be a little less serialized. We're still going to have kind of like the arcing adventure and everything like that, but we're gonna go slower. And I know that we really stayed on top of the Reddit and the tweets and everything like that. And one of the most frequent things that we would hear from people who liked the show, not people who didn't like the show, people who liked the show was like, it's going too fast, you know what I mean? And so we're going to slow it down. Yeah.
And then I was curious to see, like, do you enjoy creating like new worlds in a sense? Like, do you enjoy the protagonist or the antagonist?
Well, that's a very interesting question, because season 1 we had one antagonist, David Tennant, the Lord Commander. And I remember, we worked very hard on him because in the YouTube clip, he's like very silly. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he's very silly. And one thing we realized, if this is going to be a series, we need a serious bad guy, and you've got to take the bad guy seriously. And one of the things that we were very keen on is the first scene, he has to kill someone so that the audience has to know to take him seriously. And so and then I remember I worked literally for weeks with the storyboarder going, no, where's the blood? No, it's not, no, it's got to be horrible and cruel. And then finally got it to a place where, if you were watching it, you'd go like, wait a second, he's like short and he's like, but his voice is weird and his eyes glow and he just got spattered with the blood of a guy that he killed. Huh. And then it was like we were off and running. So we so to my satisfaction, we sold him, and then it was just like David Tennant, gift that keeps on giving. That guy is awesome. I can't even tell you, like, we do these Skype sessions where he would record from London. And, I'm not much of a theater guy. I like TVs and movies more than theater. But if you just sit in front of the thing and you watch a performance, that guy, it's like I was like at the theater. Like, here I am, like, wow, And anyway, season 2 though, we're gonna have different bad guys. So that was a very long setup for a short answer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.